Hello and welcome to the Lancaster University Sports Centre Full Induction. This induction is designed to give people who are new to the gym the ability to use our equipment safely. Please pay attention to the instructions, and if you need more information, please ask an instructor in the gym who will be pleased to help you. You should not attend the centre if you feel unwell. Please ensure that you sanitise your hands on entry to the centre and also regularly whilst in the centre. Masks must be worn when moving around the building. If you see a fire or hear the fire alarm whilst in the centre, you should leave via the nearest fire exit. Staff will be on hand to direct you. Please be aware of social distancing at all times whilst in the centre, and please follow the clearly marked COVID routes around the centre. Before you can use the gyms, you must read and sign the health commitment statement. By doing this, you make a commitment not to exercise beyond your capabilities and to inform us if you have a medical condition which will interfere with you exercising safely. It also informs you that you should make yourself aware of our rules and instructions. The health commitment statement is on display at reception. There are no bags permitted in the gyms, and lockers should only be used if absolutely necessary. If you use a locker, you must sanitise the key and the door after use. Please arrive ready for your gym session. There are no changing facilities or showers in use. Outside each of our gyms is a poster displaying the rules and regulations for using the gym. Please ensure that you read this. You are responsible for cleaning the equipment before and after you use it. So to clean the equipment in the upstairs gym, you should spray the cleaner onto the tissue and then wipe the machine. Spray should not be sprayed directly onto the machine. Collars are to be used at all times when using free weights. Shoes are to be worn at all times unless you are deadlifting or squatting on an Olympic platform or squat rack. When you have finished with equipment, you must return it to the correct storage area. When you have finished with free weights, you are responsible for removing the weight plates and relocating them on the storage points. You are responsible for placing your rubbish in the bins provided. Please show respect to all other gym users and staff. At present, we have restricted numbers in each of our gyms. In the downstairs free weights gym, we're restricted to 12 people. In our cardio gym, we can have 30 people, and in our strength and conditioning gym, we can have 25 people. It's therefore imperative that if you book into one gym, that is where you stay. You cannot transit between the gyms. The water fountain in the gyms may only be used to fill bottles. You must not drink directly from the fountain. If you come across a piece of equipment you are unfamiliar with or require further information or assistance, please ask the fitness instructors. On the wall here, we have a gym alarm. If you become injured or you see someone else get injured, please use the alarm and somebody will respond immediately. All bookings for gym sessions can be done online on the Sport Lancaster website. You may book for 1.5 hour sessions. You will get 1.25 hours in the gym, and that will give the staff a quarter of an hour to ensure that the gyms are clean between sessions. Okay, this is our squat rack. To adjust the safety bars, get hold of them, lift up and pull out, put them in where you want, done. You may then have to adjust the bar rests for your height. To do this, again, simply take hold of the handles and adjust them to where you need. When you've got the rests in the right position, take the bar and place it on the bar rests, put your weights on and put collars on. Okay, when you've finished your workout, replace the bar onto the bar rests, take the collars off, take the weight plates off, clean them and relocate them on the storage point. The incline chest press, on this you can adjust the seat. Okay, the seat should be adjusted so that the handles are in line with the center of the chest, and then simply lift up and lower. Okay, and now on to the bench press, which is a chest exercise. If you are of short stature, we have some plates that you can lower if you have shorter legs. Okay, so when you're ready to do the exercise, load your plates and put collars on. Now you're going to lay down on the bench with your feet firmly on the floor. Take a hold of the bar. When you're ready, lift the bar up over the chest, lower the bar until it's just above your chest, and then push up to the top of the movement. When you've finished, place the bar back on the rack. Exercise finished. So this is a leg press. When you're ready to use it, put your weights onto the horns. Okay, so sit yourself down, place your feet up on the foot plate, push the plate away from you, and then pull the safety handle up towards you. You can now do the leg press. One more. Good. And then when you've finished, push the safety handle down, bring your feet back in towards you. Done. So the next machine is a pull down machine for the lats. To use the machine, adjust the seat, take the handles in a standing position, sit down, place your upper legs under the pads, and then do the exercise pulling down. This exercise can also be done unilaterally, so if you just want to exercise one side of your body. Okay, next piece of equipment is a Scott bench for biceps. First thing to do is adjust the seat to the appropriate position. Next thing to do is put the weights on the bar. Before we load this bar with weights, we need to put the safety clips on. And when you've completed the exercise, before you take the weights off, you should put the safety clips back onto the bar. The next piece of equipment is a Smith rack, and this gives you an alternative way of doing many exercises if you're not comfortable using a free bar. Again, we have some safety stops which we can adjust to put into position if we drop the bar. Okay, and then put your weights on, and note that as the bar can't tip over to one side or the other, don't need to put collars on the Smith rack. Take the bar, perform your exercise. Once again, take your weights off and make sure you clean them before you put them back. So we've got a multi-station cable machine here. Before you use this, you need to adjust the weight pin to the weight you require. Next, locate the handle you want to use. There are a variety of them in various places around the gym. Attach that to the carabiner. Sit down on the machine, take the handle, place your feet on the foot pads. Nice strong straight back, and complete your exercise. And then when you're finished, lower the weights. Step off the machine and make sure that you clean all of the handles and touch points. So if you're using dumbbells or the fixed weight barbells in the gym, you may wish to use one of our benches, which are adjustable. To adjust the backrest, all you need to do is lift the lever and adjust the bench into the position that you need. So to adjust the seat, it's very similar. Lift the lever, lift the seat to the angle you require. Okay, we're now in our upstairs room with all the cardio equipment. First thing we're going to look at is the treadmill. To use a treadmill, step onto the center of the belt. You can either keep your feet on the belt or you can place them either side on the supports there. Underneath the console you'll find a safety clip which you can attach to your waistband. If you were to get too far back as you were using the machine, this would automatically switch the machine off. And also, center front on the console is an emergency stop. You can press this at any time whilst you're working out and it will bring the machine to a halt. So when you're ready to start your workout, press the green start button on the screen. The belt will start straight away and you should start walking in a nice upright position. If you wish to make it faster, you can do so by pressing the speed button on the screen, or as an alternative, you can use the lever on the right hand side of the machine. You can also adjust the gradient on the machine so that you're walking or running uphill. You can also do this, by pressing the button on the screen, but also the lever on the left hand side of the machine. So remember that you should always do a few minutes of gentle walking or jogging just to warm yourself up before you get into the main bit of your exercise. Similarly, when you've finished, you should slow the machine down so that you can cool down. And then when you're finished, press the red stop button on the screen, and you should always allow the belt to come fully to a stop before you get off the machine. Okay, next piece of equipment is the cross trainer. To get on safely, you should make sure that one of the foot plates is in the bottom position. Take hold of the handles and get onto the machine. Press the start button and begin your exercise. So you can work forwards and backwards. And if you don't want to work your upper body, you can hold the static handles in the middle. When you've finished, slowly allow the exercise to come to a stop. Press the stop button and alight from the machine. Next piece of equipment is called the stair climb. To do this, simply step onto the steps. And when you're ready, press that green button and start to walk. You can adjust the speed of the steps on the screen. And when you finish the exercise, press the stop button on the screen. So on the stair climbers, we have two emergency stop buttons. One is directly under the console, which you can press, and the other one is on the right hand arm, which you press with the thumb of your hand. Okay, next piece of cardio equipment is the Techno Gym Skill Row. To use this, have a sit, place your feet on the foot pads and tighten the straps. We now need to adjust the level at which we're going to row. To do this, rotate the yellow knob until the white line lines up with the level indicator. Once we're ready to row, take hold of the handle, and then with good posture, we're going to push out with our legs, lean and pull with the arms, and then the arms go in, we lean forward. So it's legs, arms, arms, legs. When you've finished, come to a stop, replace the handle in the right position and come out of the machine. So we have two sorts of training bikes in the gym. First one I'm going to show you is the recumbent bike. Two adjustments. One is to adjust the seat forwards and backwards. When you do this, you need to make sure that when your pedal is at its furthest point, you have a slight bend in the knee. And then when your feet are in the pedals, you can tighten the strap onto your foot by the ratchet system. Sit back in the seat and begin pedaling. When you finish your exercise, just come to a stop, undo the ratchets, come out of the machine, and don't forget, as with all equipment when you've used it, clean it after you've finished. So we've just had a look at the recumbent bike. We're now onto the upright bike. Once again, when our foot is at the lowest position on here, we need a slight bend in the knee. So we need to adjust the saddle. This should be adjusted so it's in line with the hip. Once you get on the bike, you need to make sure that you still have that slight bend in the knee. Once again, tighten the pedals if you need to. Press the start button and begin your ride. You can adjust the difficulty level either on screen, making it harder and easier. And there are also thumb controls within the handles. The right hand one will make it harder and the left hand one easier. And as on all our cardio equipment, if you want to know your heart rate, if you hold both of the metal pieces on the handle, after a few seconds your heart rate will show. Next bike we're going to look at is the Technogym Skill Bike. This is set up very much like a road racing bike. There are 3 adjustments. First, the saddle height up and down. We can also adjust the saddle backwards and forwards. And we can adjust the handlebars up and down. Okay, once you begin pedaling on the skill bike, you cannot adjust the difficulty, but if the ride feels hard for you, you can change gear just like you would on a road bike. The left-hand gear lever will change it down and make it easier, and the right-hand gear lever will change it up and make it feel harder. There are many more features available on the skill bike, and if you wish to find out about these, please approach one of the instructors. So this piece of equipment here is the Technogym bike. If you download the My Wellness app and log in on these bikes, you'll be able to do one of many pre-filmed spin classes. If you haven't used a spin bike before, there is one important safety factor. Whilst pedaling, if you wish to stop in an emergency, then you should use the emergency brake here and simply push down on it. Do not attempt to stop the flywheel by using your legs. Okay, so we're now going to look at some of our resistance machines. First one we're going to look at is a pectoral machine. To adjust the seat on our machines here, there's always a yellow lever. We can adjust the seat up or down. Before you start, you should also adjust the weight pin. All of the equipment has a guide to show you which muscles are being exercised. So to see how to use the machine, touch the small screen in front of you and go on to the guide. This will show you on one screen how to do the adjustments. And the other screen will show you a guide as to how you should complete the exercise. This facility is available on all of our resistance machines. This machine here, next one, is called the Skill Mill. It is a form of treadmill, but it's unpowered. So to use this properly, you should step onto the machine, placing the feet on the side plates. Pull the yellow lever towards you all of the way. This is not a brake lever and should never be used as such. When you're ready to begin your workout, step onto the machine and with good posture begin to walk or jog. And then if you want to, you can speed up into a jog. And you can run as fast as you want. When you're ready, simply slow down into a walk and then allow the machine to come to a stop. Another feature of this machine is pushing against resistance. To do this, push the lever all the way away from you. You then lean forward and take hold of the bars in front, and then get your feet on the machine and begin to push the belt away from you. So this is driving against resistance. There's also many other exercises you can do, and once again, please approach the fitness instructors if you want more information. When you're finished, allow the belt to come to the stop and then step off the machine. Next piece of equipment we're featuring is called the KINESIS. It's a very, very good functional piece of equipment. You can do multi-exercises on here. Firstly, adjust the weight pin And we'll demonstrate a couple of exercises. If you want to do a squat, squat down and take hold of the handles. Keeping the arms straight, squat up and down. And we can also perform, for instance, a pec fly. So take the vertical handles, step forward a little bit away from the machine, and then you can do a pectoral fly. Thank you for watching the induction. We hope you enjoyed the gym. If you have any questions at any time or need any assistance, please approach the fitness instructor on duty.